Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. And today I'm ready to bring you another content. I had one of my subscribers ask me a question. The subscriber wants me to do a topic on the passport requirement rule. And as I promised, I will do some research and I bring you the content. So I said probably this is appropriate time I need to do as we are waiting for the big day for the announcement of the dates to start the registration process for the DV Lottery 2027. So this morning I read another comment again, as somebody else was proposing that I do a video addressing the passport rule, and which is why I want to do this video now. So welcome. Without any further ado, let me get started. So there's been a lot of confusion since the passport rule was introduced, and most people do not know how they are going to approach it, since it's going to be the first time. From the previous years, the passport rule was existing, but during the COVID-19, and it was reversed, and then during that time, there was a lot of concern from the U.S. Department of State, and they decided to, it was challenged in court, and then it was suspended. And then, the previous years, if you go back, we haven't been having the passport rule until this year when it was brought back. Now, so the DV Lottery, Diversity Visa Lottery, is one of the most anticipated global immigration opportunities from different parts of the and now it includes a passport scan. Passport scan, a broad requirement that has caused a lot of confusion across the board. From Africa, South Asia, from Eastern Europe, people are asking a lot of questions how they are going to approach this situation. For example, the applicants are asking they are asking a lot of questions. Do I need a passport before I apply? Can I use a passport that has expired? Those are the questions coming up. What happens if I upload the wrong page or a prally image? Those are the questions that comes up. And do I need to upload a passport for my dependents? Those are the questions I'm going to address in this video. Now, this video is going to help you. These are the research I've done. It's going to help you to understand the DV-2027 passport rule. And it will also make you to understand who must comply and how to prepare and what mistakes to avoid so that you are not disqualified. Now, to start with, we'll have to ask ourselves why the US added a passport scan requirement in the first place. So the US Department of State first introduced a passport requirement for the DV visa, diversity visa rules in 2019. The reason was to combat the fraud and multiple registrations. Some agents, third party, they were submitting thousands of duplicate entries, sometimes without the applicant's knowledge. And later, they demanded money from, those people who won. And when those applicants were selected, the U.S. Department of State now was faced with a lot of challenges. And today, as I'm speaking, the U.S. Department, it has plans to publish new requirements on the Federal Register, and so that it can become officially a requirement when it is going to open the doors for people to apply. It's now stricter than ever for the DV-2027. Every applicant must upload a clear digital scan of the biographic page of a valid passport. And the key here, the critical part is a valid passport. You may have a passport, but if it is not valid or is expired, then that one is going to give you an automatic rejection. Now, we want to look at who must upload a passport for the DV Lottery 2027. This rule applies to all principal, and the key word is principal applicants, are not dependents. It's principal applicants. Each applicant must provide a passport number, country of issuance, expiration dates, and also you must do a clear color scan on the biographic page with your name, your photo, and the machine readable zone scan. That one you must capture when you are scanning. Applicants from high participation regions, for example, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Ukraine, Albania, they should be very extra careful. They should be extra careful because mismatched or expired passports, those ones will be the top reasons why your case will be denied or disqualified. In a situation whereby your passport is expired or under a renewal process, I know in some other countries when you take your passport for renewal, it takes a long time to get it. But in an event, your passport is expired or it's under renewal, then bad news is you cannot submit a DV-2027 with an expired passport unless you qualify for an exemption, or like, for example, statelessness, refugee status, or lack of functioning government. That's the only scenario. So if your passport is under renewal, my advice is to wait until you receive a new one before you submit your application. Don't attempt to submit your application with an expired passport or a temporary number. That one, it will trigger automatic rejections. Now, let's look on how you can prepare to upload your passport scan. So the first step is to scan the biographic page with your name, like I said, with your picture, a photo, with your date of birth, and with MRZ, machine readable zone. That code has to be captured so that the computer can understand it. Ensure clarity. There's not going to be, on the photo you scan, there's not going to be no glare. It's not going to be no shadows. It's not going to be having any features which is preventing the clarity of the photograph being scanned, the passport page. If you do one of those, it's going to be rejected. So there's no reflections whatsoever. Make sure that the page is very clear. The file format is going to be JPEG. That's the format they accept, or the JPEG. JPG or JPEG. The file size is going to be under 240 kilobytes. Not too big, not too tiny. So it should be, that's the standard there. They accept. The resolution is going to be 600 times 600 pixels. And the page, the diversity feature, the Department of State, it is also going to have the picture specifications. Probably I'll link the video, put a link below this video. If you want to go there, you can look at it. The color, it should be having a full color and not a grayscale. And it must match the passport exactly. The names match your passport. Now, I'm going to run through some of the mistakes, common reasons why the DV-2027 may disqualified. For example, if you make a mistake of submitting an expired passport, that results into automatic rejection. If the image is blurry, cropped image, the entry would read as invalid. Mismatched names, date of birth, for example, it will read to screening failure. Fake or altered documents, that one will be a permanent ban. Shared passport number, it will reject immediately. And if you try to upload a wrong file, the upload will fail. So, why was this rule implemented? What was the US government, Department of State, after introducing the passport rule? So the main rules is to prevent fraud. The US State Department cross-checks passport number against a global identity. They have a database whereby they check and block duplicate or fake entries. For applicants in Africa, South Asia, where agents often handle submissions, this rule helps to prevent individuals from scams too. So you can see that's why the US government wants to implement this rule. So there are so many reasons, but for today's video, and actually I've gone longer than I wanted, that's briefly why the passport rule. So I hope this one helps, guys. Let me know below this video, comment section. And if you want more information, you can leave your comments there, and then I will prepare and do another video. Thank you so much. I hope I will see you in the next video. But before you leave, if you are new, do the right thing, subscribe, share, like, and keep supporting this channel. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.